Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Madras Arsenal. Today I'm going to talk to you about how you can work in the extreme heat. Now, right now, in Appalachia, eastern seaboard, or east coast, whatever, we're experiencing what's called a heat dome, but really it's just nothing different than a heat wave that you get almost every year. So I'm going to talk to you about how to pace yourself for working, your breaks, your diet, and what I'm wearing, and probably some things that you should probably wear too. So the first thing is when you're working in the heat, like right now it's about 95, 96. Heat index is pretty crazy. But what you want to do is you want to pace yourself. All right, you can't go 100%, go all out. Otherwise, you're going to burn yourself out, literally and figuratively. So what you want to do is, for me at least, I work for about 30 minutes, and then I take about a 15-minute break. Now, I do have my camper here, so I'm able to, if it gets really, really bad, like if I see that I'm overworking myself, I will go in and cool down with the AC, bring my body temperature down, and that helps me keep working. Now, when I'm out working, like today, I had to finish this fence line. You can see not these first trees, but beyond that, there's a second row of trees, that tree line. That's where I had to run the fence to. And I take my water and I take Gatorade with me, and I will work for about 30 minutes. In those 30 minutes, though, I'm taking very frequent water breaks. I will typically go through about a bottle of water every 20 to 30 minutes when I'm working. So that's to keep me going, to keep me hydrated, and it keeps you from passing out, keeps you from getting that headache. Now, if you get a headache, then you know that things are getting pretty close, that you need to stop. So beyond that, that's your work ethic. Now, you're not going to get a whole lot done, but you're going to be able to keep that steady pace working to where you can complete a task outside, right? So like today, it was the fence line. Yeah, it sucked, but had to be done, and I had to do it smartly. It definitely took longer than normal, but I'm not passed out, from being dehydrated or heat stroke. The second thing is your diet. Now, for your diet, typically at night you want to have some form of sodium. So like last night, black-eyed peas, high in sodium. What that does is that allows your body to absorb that sodium throughout the night. Your 8 to 10 hours of sleep or downtime or whatever. And that sodium, that salt in your body, will help you retain water the next day. And you have to have that. So like if you just drink water, you're going to flush your system out of all salt, and you're not going to really retain it. You're going to be urinating constantly, and that's just going to flush all the water out of you. So you have to have that good salt and water balance. Also, potassium, like bananas, that's good for your muscles and stuff like that, especially when working out in the heat, so you don't get cramps. Me personally, for water, I prefer Smart Water because it has electrolytes already in it, and it just tastes a little bit better. After about a bottle or two of water, I will down a Gatorade that really replenishes those electrolytes and things like that you may have flushed out with the water. So going from clothing-wise now, first and foremost, trying to protect yourself from the sun. The sun, pretty unbearable out here. So what you want to do is sunscreen. Apply that like in this little skin area right here. Apply it right there, on your neck, back of your neck, your face, your ears, things like that. What you don't want to get a lot of sunburn. And if you continuously, year after year after year, get sunburn, eventually it could turn into skin cancer, and you definitely don't want that. That's going to make for a really bad day. So for me, I got my hat. You guys have seen this hat for many, many years. I still can't give it up. It's missing the hat band on the inside, but it's all right. It's been all over the world with me, and I can't part ways with it until it literally falls apart. Secondly, I have a handkerchief that I tie around my neck. What this does is it absorbs all the sweat that comes down my face, down my neck, and all that, and it collects right there. So when there's a nice breeze, which I'm getting one right now, and it feels amazing. When that breeze hits your handkerchief, it's going to act almost like an AC unit, and it's going to cool down your neck, which goes down your back. It's really, really nice. Once again, for sun protection, I have a jacket on right now. The reason I like this jacket is because it's got the big pockets right here, so it's really utilitarian. Like I got my fence clips here, and I can put maybe a pair of pliers or something right here, and it's just nice to work with that. But it also protects my arms from the sun. Underneath, I have just a white cotton t-shirt, undershirt, and it feels amazing. What happens is the cotton, it does absorb the sweat that you give off, but at the same time, as I was saying earlier with that breeze, once it comes through, it hits that wet shirt, and it feels amazing. For pants, I just have Carhartt cotton canvas pants. They work great. They're very durable, and they're really, really breathable, which is also nice. I prefer long pants, especially working out here, briars and things like that, and it also keeps the bugs off of you. I've not really had a tick problem, even though this is pretty much wilderness. Like there's a rabbit right out there. It just keeps all that stuff off of you. And then finally, for boots, I've got these German jack boots that I'm trying out, trying to see how they handle. I'm kind of breaking them in today. I did a video on them earlier, and yeah, so far they seem to be okay. I don't really have any hot spots on my feet at the moment, which is fine. That's actually a good thing. The leather is actually pretty pliable, so I don't think the break-in period is going to be nearly as bad as some boots are. But last but not least, on my hands, I have my gloves. And what these do is they protect your hands from cuts and scrapes and any other little thing that happens. It also protects them from the sun. These are the calf skin deer skin gloves, and they are amazing. They are very tight fit, and if you do take care of them, they will last you for quite a while. I can usually get a whole year out of one pair, which is really good because I do a lot of work. So other than that, that's really how you take care of yourself in the heat. I spent several months in the Middle East, and I think the highest I ever got to was 127 degrees plus whatever the humidity was. It was pretty warm. Not saying I'm immune to the heat, but learning from the locals, learning from the Army, things like that, it really teaches you how to work with the heat versus working against it. So you really have to figure out, that actually would have been a really good intro line. You really have to learn how to work with it. The harder you work against it, the harder your day is going to be. And it's not unbearable. You just have to have the right stuff. You have to have a lot of water. You have to have salt. And that's really the two things that my biggest advice. Watch out for nausea. Watch out for headaches. Watch out for when you stop sweating. If any of those three, you need to probably get inside or get to an AC area and cool off, because your body temperature is probably pretty high. It's probably as hot as my camera is right now, and I'm sure that thing is cooking. But that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks I hope you stayed all the way to the end. I hope this was good advice for you. And if you have not, definitely like, share, and subscribe. Trying to grow the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. One other piece of advice that I have for you guys is you can take your hat and you can fold up a bandana, soak it in water, and put it here on the top and put it on. That will do wonders for keeping your head cool. You can also soak your hat in water and then put that on as well. Those are just some tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.